This is Acts of Demolition. You're watching Southern States Wrestling. Mountain Empire, this is your wrestling.
Good Saturday afternoon to you if you're watching us here on Tri-City CW4 around the Mountain Empire here, East Tennessee, Southwest Virginia, Eastern Kentucky, and Western North Carolina, or whatever day of the week it may be that you're watching us around the world on YouTube or Blip TV, or at KingofKingsport.com. Hello everybody, it's your old friend here, Handsome Bo James. Some people like to call me the King of Kingsport, and it's a Southern States Wrestling Power Half Hour. It's a big time program here today because we're going to be talking about Friday night. August 10th, this coming Friday night, Mt Carmel, Tennessee, Armed Forces Center Armory, 399 Highway 11W, right there on 11W. You can't miss it. It's the biggest building in Hawkins County, I believe. Armed Forces Center Armory, 8 o'clock bell time, special meet and greet at 7 o'clock with the stars of Southern States Wrestling and our special guest, Dr. Tom Prichard. We'll be talking about him shortly here coming up, but it's a big time card this Friday night. Wrestlers coming from Canada, wrestlers coming from New York, South Carolina, all over the United States. It's an international spectacular. International star Kyle Matthews returns. We're going to talk about him shortly here, but what I want to talk about, Southern States Tag Team title match. Ray Idol, Steve Flynn making their first defense against a top team, the Niagara Tag Team Champions, and Rex Atkins, Troy Buchanan are known as the T-Rex Express. What I want to do is kick the program off right here today. Let's take a look at the T-Rex Express, and let's take a look at your Southern States Tag Team Champions, and Ray Idol and Steve Flynn.
Footage of the Iron Cross Bulldog Mac training up there in Sampson's gym. We don't know a whole lot about the T-Rex Express, although they do come with an impressive resume. This is my first time seeing them, and I'm very impressed with these young guys.
Very impressed, and right now you got to know the Iron Cross is impressed, at least with the ability they're taking. Maybe not the methods they're using, but the ability that they have. As Rex Allen just decks one half of your tag team champions. He needs to make a tag to Bulldog Mac in one of the worst of ways right now, but it looks like he's taking him right back. Here comes looks like he was taking him right back to the corner, but Iron Cross showing a little bit of fight. But here's Troy Buchanan coming in. There we go, those tactics I was talking about. You may not have to be, you don't have to be impressed with the tactics, but you got to be impressed with the ability.
Well, it's like the old saying goes, win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat, as some folks would adhere to. But tag's been made once again by the T-Rex Express as they've got Iron Cross in a bit of trouble here at this point in time. Takes him hard into the corner right there, and a second big clothesline as Iron Cross crumbles to the canvas here. In for a cover, referee Jake Booth's in and got a 2 count only out of that. I tell you what, I'm still reeling from what went on earlier with Jeff Baker and Lucas Angel from CWA, Chris Richards, couple of stooges coming in here and attacking Michael Sutherland. I'm stunned.
They came out of a small cubby hole here in the National Guard Armory, and flew straight to the ring, bypassed all the fans, and we saw all the fans. I saw the reaction. Their faces dropped just like all of us did here at the broadcast desk. Unbelievable. Folks, I'm telling you, everyone realizes what the 20th anniversary card for Southern States Wrestling is. It's going to be considered the Super Bowl of Mountain Empire wrestling scene, and everybody is wanting a shot. They want to be on that card, and evidently, big business, James McCone, he's trying to make sure that some people don't make it to the 20th anniversary. Because if I did, I'd probably need to change my underwear real quick because these two are bad apples, I can tell you that much right now. Steve Flynn, look at him on the corner of your screen there. He is ready to get in this match. He's ready to really pull some punches on these guys on the other side, but he has not been able to be in this match in a number of minutes, and Ray Idol desperately has got to get over there and make a tag. And you see Steve Flynn now, punches Chick White down. And finally, Ray Idol makes the tag against Steve Flynn in. Here comes the Equalizer Crunch, and we got all 4 men in the ring.
Let's break it down now, my guys. Look out. Ray Idol laid him in on Crunch. The Crunch cuts him off with a cheap shot. Chick White with a rake to the eyes. Chick's the legal man, so Steve Flynn. That's some double team action here. Double noggin knocker reversed, and the Death Riders meet heads. Watch out. 1, 2, 3, they win.
There you saw two great teams that's going to be battling this Friday night in Mt Carmel, Tennessee at the Armed Forces Center Armory. You know, we have had a tremendous summer. We had Summer Bash. We had Wrestle Fest. Now it's this time, this Friday night, it's International Spectacular because we got international stars. We got stars from Canada. We got Kyle Matthews coming back in return of Dr. Tom Prichard, who's no stranger to these parts whatsoever. We've had all kinds of emails, phone calls. People want to know, are we going to get the chance to meet Tom Prichard this Friday night in Mt Carmel like we did Ronnie Garvin, like we did Demolition Axe? Yes, you are. 6 p.m. Golden Circle tickets are going to go on sale. That's front row VIP. Plus, you're going to get in at 7 o'clock to meet Dr. Tom like we did with Ronnie Garvin. You're going to come through the line, get to shake his hand, meet him, talk to him, share wrestling memories with him. He's going to have his new book for sale. He's going to have 8x10 pictures, but you will get to meet Dr. Tom Prichard this Friday night. Now, as we get ready to go to break, here's a special look at Dr. Tom Prichard.
Introduction or a return introduction to a guy that we haven't seen in quite some time. Capable wrestler, to say the very least. Let's go to the ring right now. And Dave, how about it?
All right, one fall, 15-minute time limit match coming up here. Introducing at 212 pounds out of Mississippi, Jerry Garman, and going against him from Houston, Texas, at 218 pounds, Tom Prichard. He jumps Garman even before the bell sounds. Boy, I tell you what, Prichard doesn't lack for confidence. Ooh, got some ability, too, as you saw right there. Prichard picking Garman up, body slam, right smack in the middle of the ring, sits down on him with the upper leg.
Tom, when he was first through here, Dave, was just beginning and very early in his career. We had heard in some of the videos that we have seen of him, we knew he had a change of attitude, and boy, what a slick maneuver that was right there.
Was indeed 36 seconds the time on it, all Tom Prichard.
Through that second rope, and Prichard follows him out. And the Alabama heavyweight champion saying, all right, fella, you wanted a street fight, you got it. Anything goes and will go. You didn't cave in those ribs. They got to be close to it. Ooh. You're going to hear that one all the way across the Coliseum. We are coming to you direct from the Fairgrounds Coliseum in downtown Birmingham, Atlanta, the gateway to the South. Well, there you see her. And right now, she has to be pretty concerned about her man because the challenger is in trouble. Indeed he is. Into the ring ropes goes the dirty white boy. Good back body drop. These two, a lot of bad blood between them. And as you said, that third element outside the ring, the dirty white girl, I must say, watching her act.
Imperial Healthcare welcomes you to our new location, 645 East Main Street, Kingsport, Tennessee. New patients welcome now. Call 423-734-2318 or 782-0893 to make an appointment with our friendly and qualified staff. Imperial Healthcare of Kingsport, Tennessee. Simple and sincere. Dr. V.J. Singh, M.D. Tell them you heard about him on Southern States Wrestling.
With the economy changing almost daily and not always for the best, let Hassie'sKitchenTable.com keep your food budget under control. Leave the work up to us as we find inexpensive recipes, cooking, and shopping tips. You will soon have all the tips, ideas, recipes you need to feed your family well on a budget and have fun while doing it.
Fans of the Mountain Empire, if you're looking for a great and exciting new way to bring funds into your nonprofit, the way to do it is with a great wrestling card of Southern States Wrestling. We're going to give you the money the night that we collect it right there in your hometown. That way you don't have to wait weeks and weeks on the proceeds to come in, Joe Wheeler. It's a great way to raise funds.
No doubt about that, Michael Sutherland. Great way to get a bunch of folks together, have a good time, enjoy a fun-filled family night with Southern States Wrestling. Wrestling action that you can bring the 5-year-old children right on up to the 88-year-old grandmothers to, because it's family-friendly, family fun, as only Southern States Wrestling can do. If you own a business in the Tri-Cities, we do have advertising space available right here on the Southern States Wrestling Power Half Hour, seen on the CW Tri-Cities 4 and across the world on Facebook and Blip TV. Contact us at the address on your screen, sswking@aol.com, for more information.
SSW Fundraising Events, we're going to meet your needs.
It's an international wrestling spectacular. Friday night, August 10th, Armed Forces Center Armory, 399 Highway 11W, Mt Carmel, Tennessee, and the return to the Mountain Empire of the heavenly body, Dr. Tom Prichard. Mt Carmel, Friday night, August 10th, 8 p.m. at the Armed Forces Center Armory. The stars of the Southern States Wrestling Power Half Hour are coming to a town near you. Be there! Welcome back from the break there. You heard about the upcoming event this Friday night, Mt Carmel, Tennessee, Armed Forces Center Armory. I can't stress enough to you. 6 o'clock, tickets go on sale. Doors open at 7. Special meet and greet in the VIP room with Dr. Tom Prichard for you holding those VIP front row seats. You get to go in to meet the wrestling legend, Dr. Tom Prichard. Now, it's going to be a big event. The ladies' title is going to be on the line as Misty James defends against the beautiful Breed. Don't know much about her. I know she has a top reputation in Canada and in New York and New England. This is her first appearance south of the Mason-Dixon line, and she's coming after Misty James this Friday night. Also, we told you about the T-Rex Express making their return. They're going to take on Ray Idle and Steve Flynn for the tag team titles. I'm going to be defending the Southern States heavyweight title against the Tennessee heavyweight champion. We're going to talk about that in a few minutes. But I want to talk about a man that hit this area and made a big impact his first night here. I'm talking about Kyle Matthews, a young man from Marietta, Georgia, who's wrestled in Japan. He's wrestled all over the world. And he come right here to the Mountain Empire looking for top competition, and he got it in Eric Darkstorm. Now, we asked Darkstorm to send some words in this week, and he refused. He said he's done talking about Kyle Matthews. He said he's not going to waste his time. He doesn't respect him. He doesn't even want to waste his breath speaking about him. Those are Eric Darkstorm's words, not mine. I happen to like Kyle Matthews. I like what he stands for. He's a great young man. He's a great competitor. What I want to do right now, take a look at Matthews against Darkstorm, number 1, and hear words from Kyle Matthews about this coming Friday night. He's coming for respect and revenge.
Friday night, August 10th, it finally happens, Eric Darkstorm. Everywhere you've gone, the fans have told you the same thing. Kyle Matthews, he can beat you. Kyle Matthews is a better man. You have your chance to disprove everyone one more time. August 10th, that Friday night, I'm not going to underestimate you. And I hope you've been training hard not to underestimate me as well. So Eric Darkstorm, at the end of the night, I will be victorious. And then you will stand center of the ring, and I will reach out, and you will shake my hand, and I will earn your respect.
Hello everybody, it's your old friend here, Handsome Bo James. Some people like to call me the King of King Sport, and I'm here to tell you, it's finally here. Do you want to be a wrestler, kid? My first full-length book, 348 pages, never publicly told stories, rare photos, a history lesson of pro wrestling in East Tennessee. How I got my career started as a promoter at the age of 14 years old. How my in-ring career started at 15 years old. Stories of being so blessed and getting to work and compete with people like the Russian Bear Ivan Koloff, the Mongolian Stomper, Izzy Slapowitz, Nature Boy Buddy Landell, Jimmy the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant, Ricky Morton, and a whole lot more. Let's not forget about those practical jokes that wrestlers like to pull on one another, a whole chapter dedicated to that. Tributes to many of my fallen heroes turned friends like Wahoo McDaniel, Road Warrior Hawk, Sherry Martell, Billy Joe Travis, Moondog Spot, and a whole lot more. Buy your copy today, kingofkingsport.com. Each book comes with signed pictures of not only myself, but my beautiful wife, Misty James, and a DVD with never before seen matches, interviews, and special insight from me that follows the book. Do you want to be a wrestler, kid? Available now, kingofkingsport.com.
Hey you, get off the couch and get out to Samson's Gym. St. Paul, Virginia. Dauntless equipment, free weights, Smith & Cable machines, step aerobics, boxing equipment, cardiovascular equipment, tanning bed, drink bar, fitness wear, supplements, and more. Plus an instructor on duty at all times. Call 762-7170. Samson's Gym, your one stop for fitness since 1990.
It's an international wrestling spectacular. Friday night, August 10th, Armed Forces Center Armory, 399 Highway 11W, Mt Carmel, Tennessee, and the return to the Mountain Empire of the heavenly body, Dr. Tom Prichard. Mt Carmel, Friday night, August 10th, 8 p.m. at the Armed Forces Center Armory. The stars of the Southern States Wrestling Power Half Hour are coming to a town near you. Be there!
Putting a lot of pressure on BB Cook around the head, around the neck, and if she could ever get her off her feet with a swinging neck breaker, she's got him. Referee Jake Booth, he's watching, he's scratching his head, and I know good and well he's saying, hey, Misty, if you can, let's go ahead and cover her, but I don't think she can do it at all because Misty's got to try to get her wits about her, and because Misty has taken a lot of punishment and a big kick right to the midsection, good Lord. And once again, a kick to the gut of Bad BB Cook. She slides in, 1-2, and only a 2 count. Only a 2 count. Misty James trying to get the crowd behind her, which is not going to be no easy task at all.
I tell you what, Michael Sutherland, tremendous matchup here as Misty brings her back up to her feet. And caught her right there. Oh, BB reverses things right there with a big, powerful body slam there. She shows her size and strength advantage once again. BB now has Misty set up, and now Misty with an inside package. This may do it, and there's your 3 count right there.
This Friday night at the Armed Forces Center in Mount Carmel, Tennessee, my title will be up for grabs. I hope everyone comes out and supports me.
Welcome back to the Southern States Wrestling Power Half Hour. Our time is almost gone here today, but I want to talk about just for a second here, real fast again. Don't forget, Friday night, Mount Carmel, Tennessee, Armed Forces Center Armory, 8 o'clock bell time. Dr. Tom Prichard returns. Kyle Matthews returns. It's going to be a big, big night. I'll be defending the belt, and I'm going to tell you about that just after this next match against Tennessee champion Scott Sterling. Misty James defends the ladies' title against the beautiful Brie of Canada. The T-Rex Express comes back to town to face Steve Flynn and Ray Otto, plus a whole lot more. Wrestlers from all across the country and Canada. This is going to be a big night. Some of you be seeing these guys for the first time. Some of you maybe already be familiar with them from following them on the internet for other promotions around the United States and Canada. But it's a big night, Friday night.
Doing a little rope-a-dope again. He's playing with him there. And a DDT, and hey, that could be it right there if he'll cover him, which he does. Referee slides in, 1-2, and only a 2 count there. These teams, you got to believe the winner could be after those Southern States Tag Team Championships. Guarantee that's going to be coming up in the future for one of these two teams, regardless of whether they win or lose, because each one of these teams have picked up some impressive victories at non-televised events over the last few weeks, not just here in Southern States Wrestling, but in other promotions as well, because they are sought-after stars. They're seen each week on the Power Half Hour, so other promoters are calling the offices of SSW and saying, hey, we want your talent to come into our promotion. Let's make us look good, and so they are. We've got a cover there, and you can see Lucas Angel push Jay Shaft off like a 10-pound sack of Idaho potatoes.
He did, Mike Sutherland. He tossed him right there. The power and the strength of Lucas Angel coming into play here, but Shaft is right back on his man. Got a chokehold in the corner on him. That's one thing about Jay Shaft. He is very tenacious. He will not stop. He's like a buzzsaw in there, just going right after his opponent constantly. Brings his man up. Oh, hard punch right to the top of the head as Lucas Angel now finds himself in a lot of trouble. And just as I say that, Lucas now firing up and returning with many shots of his own, but Jay Shaft went right to that equalizer of us all. He raked those eyes, and that brings them all down. Big, small, it doesn't matter. It equalizes them all. The Angel now has himself in trouble as he's in the corner of the Rock Stars. Rock Stars make the exchange. Chris Graves comes in, catches him with a couple of elbows to the back elbows to the jaw here. Now brings his man back out center ring. Takes him Irish whip into the ropes, comes across. Oh, big double clothesline right there. And Mike Sutherland, it's a battle here to see who's going to be able to make their way back up to their feet. What a tremendous match this has been so far. And you got to believe the winners of this match have got to be #1 contenders for the Tag Team Championship.
Well, absolutely. And you can see here that Chris Graves has got a hold of the left ankle of Lucas Angel as he's trying to crawl. And you see he slapped at him, and he did make the tag. And in comes a fresh DeAndre Jackson. Here comes Jay Shaft in. He ducked that, and out goes Chris Graves. Jay Shaft now getting a couple of big right hands to the cheek. Going to pick him up, maybe a Samoan drop. Absolutely took him straight down. And Jay Shaft in a world of hurt right here. We see 10 minutes is gone, and he drove down 260, 270 pounds right in the midsection of Jay Shaft. And Shaft, he's been squashed like a little bug there in the middle of that wrestling ring. And you see Chris Graves coming over and taking advantage of the weakened state of Lucas Angel and pulls him on the outside. Now the referee, I'm not sure if he knows if he's got control in this match or not. There's a lot of bad blood between these two teams stemming off the tag team tournament that happened last time we were here at Summer Bash. Both these teams on the outside, and Jake Booth admonishing the 10 count like he's supposed to do. And I don't think these two guys are worried, or these two teams are worried about the 10 count at all, Joe.
No, this thing's going to end in a count out if somebody doesn't get in the ring here pretty quickly, as Jake's up to about 8 or 9 here. There it is, the 10 count. We got a double count out here, as both of these teams are fighting still all over the building. Referee Jake Booth's trying to restore some order, but what's done is done. DeAndre is fighting with Jay Shaft on one side, and look out. Head first, Jay Shaft went into that chair right there, and we got a double count out here.
Well, the unfortunate thing about this is there's not going to be anybody get a check in the win column, but still yet you got to believe that these two teams, referee calling for the bell again to try to maintain some order, regain order, and you see the Rock Stars are gone. Let's get the official decision, Joe.
Ladies and gentlemen, this matchup has been ruled a double count out. Double count out.
But coming up on August the 10th at the International Spectacular, you're going after Bo James for the SSW Heavyweight Championship, and I'm assuming trying to get a measure of revenge for this creature over here.
Over a year, I've had this belt. If James was able to talk right now, he would tell you, I'm still a champion, Steve Flynn was no challenge to me. Now I'm coming after Bo James, and I'm going to get revenge for James for what Bo and Ronnie Garvin has done to him. Look at him. He looks awful. Awful.
Yeah, you look awful. You got any words for the fans of the Mountain Empire?
Our time is almost up this week. I've been telling you all about it. Michael Sutherland and Joe Wheeler's been telling you about it for almost a month now. This Friday, don't forget, this Friday night, Mt Carmel, Tennessee, 399 Highway 11W, a big night, international spectacular. Dr. Tom Prichard, former U.S. champion, former Smoky Mountain Tag Team champion, former Continental Heavyweight champion, Southern Heavyweight champion, Portland, Oregon, Pacific Northwest Heavyweight and Tag Team and TV champion. This man is a true legend. He has wrestled around the world, all across this country, and he said his roots right here in Tennessee, still has family here. It's a big night for him coming back home. What's he going to be there doing? Well, you got to be there Friday night to find out. Now, Scott Sterling and James McCone, last couple of weeks we've seen James McCone out here first knocked out cold from where I finally got my hands on him. Then last week, Scott Sterling had to do his own talking for him. I'm going to tell you this, Scott Sterling, you're double tough. You would not be the Tennessee heavyweight champion for over a year now if you were not double tough. No one's beat you. No one's been able to shut your big mouth. Well, this coming Friday night, you're coming for this right here, the biggest prize, the Southern States heavyweight title. It took me 4 years to get this belt back around my waist. It took me 4 years of chasing Frank Parker to become the Southern States heavyweight champion. I have defended it in Rutledge. I have defended it in North Carolina. I have defended it in West Virginia. But I'm coming home, Mt Carmel, right outside of Kingsport this Friday night. Scott Sterling, me and you are no strangers to one another. Appalachian titles, tag team titles, Tennessee title, and now the Southern States heavyweight title. We have battled each other for almost every title that you can name in these parts. I'm not coming to lose Friday night. I'm not going to lose in my home area the first night I'm out there in front of my people, in front of the people that supported me and patted me on the back and said, Bo James, you can do it. You can win that belt again. Right here it is. Friday night, Mt Carmel, Tennessee. I'm going to be there. I hope you are too. God bless each and every one of you for watching. I'll see you ringside Friday night.
Hi, I'm Ronnie Garvin at Mountain Empire. This is your wrestling.